Pull up back with another video. And in this video, it's gonna be a park card combo, but it's gonna be a little different. It's more of a story time this time. So you don't know, we have a free trading Discord where everybody's talking, doing what they're doing, working out, whatever they may be doing in there. And new people tend to DM me and ask me questions that they have when they first get in the chat. And I asked them a few questions as well, and one of them is like, why are you trading? And I asked this to see, like, is there a small goal of like, hey, I just want to make $25,000 real quick, or is there a long goal of like, hey, I actually want to learn the stuff to do it for myself and be able to make money wherever I want, when I want. Like, I kind of want to see what they're going with it. And for the first time, somebody asked me, yo, like, Isaac, why you start trading? And it actually brings me back to, like, it's a weird time. It's funny because, like, the reason I didn't want to trade was so simple. So I'm gonna take you guys back to college. I was 20 years old and I was working a full-time job while being a full-time student in college. Now, I was burnt. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I cannot, this is crazy. I can't do this. I'm like, bro, one has to stop. Is it the job? And I was like, no, it can't be the job. But the job is actually what pays the bills. It's why I have rent. I'm able to get groceries, whatever I need to get, right? But then I was like, I can't kill the school because the school is what's gonna help me get a job that pays more. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have a job regardless. I don't even want a job. I said, the problem is I want to get rid of the job, but I can't do it. It pays the bills, like I said. But the school, all that's gonna do is help me get a job that pays more for the rest of my life. And I'm like, no, bro, I don't want this job. Please do not, I don't want it. So I'm sitting there like, dang, bro, like, you really in the box. Like, what can you do, bro? And when I say I don't want a job, it's because I don't like being told what I have to be within this small creative box. I could have a way, an idea of trying to do something if it's my own job. It's something I can control because I have the ability to try things, right? Because who's gonna tell me I can't? And so by working these jobs, it's like, all right, Isaac, you know where this leads to. Like, you're gonna feel like you're in this box. You have all of this. You could do so much, but you feel like you're in this box. So I initially started day trading because, one, I wanted the freedom to do a lot of different things. I was like, bro, I want to do a random clothing brand. I want to do this, all those little startup fees you need for your business. When you trade, because you have your time back, you can have seasons of what you decide to focus on. Trading will always be there. It becomes like a skill like that. It's a technical thing. It's not something that you have to emotionally be attached to every time you do it. You know the risk, you know the percentage, you know everything you need to know in order to just keep doing it on auto repeat. But keep in mind, at this time, I didn't even know what trading was, right? I get on YouTube and I'm like, how to make money online. Everybody does this. And I'm seeing all these things. I'm seeing trading. I'm seeing drop shipping. I'm seeing all the things that YouTube automations that people be doing to make money online. And trading was the one that interested me the most. And the reason it was because people would DM me, ask me, yo, you want to trade? Back when IML was doing IML. To be honest with you, I would see a whole bunch of people who look just like me all within a network circle, and it seemed like they was getting money. I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? It seemed legit. They had suits on, all these other things. Every time somebody would DM me or I talk to somebody about it who was a part of it, was trying to recruit me, they would always tell me about how I can get more money with signups. And that's not what I was interested in at all. I was interested in the call outs, which was crazy because even that was terrible. But I was interested in the call outs. None of them were calling out trades though. Or they would say, yeah, I call out trades here and there, ones that I take. But then they would re-emphasize that what I should do is recruit people so I can stop having my monthly fee. And then if I get even more people, they'll pay me more each month and all these other things. I'm like, bro, I'm not signing up for a pyramid scheme. Like, that sounds like a affiliation marketing kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I would always push it to the side. So then I tried drop shipping. I drop shipped shoelaces. I was doing, like, during Valentine's Day, I was doing like the heart bracelet necklace things that people could buy. And the thing about drop shipping, I just didn't like relying on somebody to buy the product, honestly. I just did not like relying on it. I was like, bro, now I gotta do this marketing, branding campaign I don't want to do. So I was good on drop shipping. Then I went to YouTube automation route, and I actually this was crazy because I actually bought some software and everything to do it, and my computer broke. So at that time, I'm like, well, computer's fried. Like, there's nothing I can do. So I low-key just stopped doing that. But to be honest, I didn't even want to do all of that. I was like, bro, this is a lot of editing. This is not me. At this time, I'm just doing different things, trying to figure something out. And then I get an ad. It's an ad for somebody in the city where I grew up in who was telling a story about how they got successful with trading, this, that, and the other. Long story short, I joined that chat because I understood it was a chat that was going to teach me how to get into trading. I wanted to know. I was like, bro, I'll do it for a month, whatever, cool. I went in there and I was like, I'm gonna get the call outs and I'm gonna take all their plays and I'm gonna get rich, right? I'm gonna make the same money that this person who's advertising, I made this, turn to that, is advertising. I went in there and lost absolutely every trade I ever took in. All that beginner luck stuff that some people have, I did not have a lick of that. And I don't know what it was, but I kept doing it. I just remember her story as well. It was just like, okay, well, you said this. I feel like I trust you. I'm gonna stick with you. But I just could never win the trades. And long story short, I didn't know how to execute trades. And whatever it was, the plan did not work out. So I'm like, all right, cool, Isaac, this cannot go. So I kind of put trading to the side. But one thing that I did that I'm so grateful that I did do was I stayed in the chat. I never canceled the subscription. So I would put trading to the side, but then I would get a ping every month or so where I would look at it like, oh, wait, what they doing in here? And I just remember it. And then some people were winning, some people were talking. I was like, all right, there's something going on here because they have something to talk about. So I was like, let me stay in here, whatever, cool. Picked up a few things on the side, but eventually I came back to trading. When I came back to trading, I came back with a different mindset. I was like, Isaac, you're not going to get in here and try to take every play that you're doing. How are they making these plays? So then I started being more focused on the education. And because that shift in just wanting to know what trading was and being more focused on education, I connected with one person within that chat who also had the other thing on the side, ended up being a part of their group and left the other one. The first one taught me what trading is, how to download a couple apps, all these other things. This next one is teaching me how to actually do it myself. So I'm in there and I'm learning. We're having weekly calls. We're talking to each other. I know if I ask a question, I'll get an answer back soon or at some time. Because remember, at the end of the day, my mindset is still stuck on, I can't work these jobs, bro. Like, this is not me. I need that creative box. And when I came to trading, one thing it gives you is a creative box. And you gotta hone that in. You can't, whatever. But so I learned a lot from this group and I was so thankful for it, but it still wasn't everything I need. There was one more piece I needed that I just didn't understand. After I started learning, I started making a little bit of money. Like it was okay. It was to where I can withdraw some, buy a thing here or pay a bill here and there. But I felt like there was something missing. I was like, bro, I just feel like not that I lose too much, but I lose too much. Like something's missing. So it's funny because the way I even got introduced to the missing piece is I was one time in a trade in the same group that I've been in the whole time, or the second group I got in. But I'm in this group and I was in a trade and I put it in the chat and I was like, yo, I'm up this amount of profit. Get at me. You know that whole vibe that people be doing. I post a chart and dude was like, good trade, but I think it's about to go up. I'm like, who is he? Like, be quiet. All right, cool, whatever. As soon as he said that, I swear within like a next 5-minute candle, it went back up. I was like, whoa, no. You saw something that I didn't, because I have no clue why you think that. So I messaged bro on the side. I'm like, listen, I'm in this to win this. Like, if I gotta cheat on your test, I don't mind. I'm like, what? Boy, let's do it. So I'm like, hey, yo, how did you know that? Like, how did you know it's gonna go up? It was 2 people who said that. Messaged both of them. One of them just sent me a link to another Discord. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna join another Discord. Like, I've already been through the beginner one. This is the second one. You want me to go to a third one? Like, I'm not finna do that. No. And the other dude sends me a video to somebody breaking down like 4 or 5 videos of what it was. And in those videos, like, it really captivated me, right? Of course, I watched all those videos. I binge watched them for like 2 days. I got them all clear, and they're like 2-hour videos each. There's like 5, 6, 7 of them. So, and then at the end, he had a sign up page. I kind of expected that. Cool, whatever. Like, you proved to me that you knew what you were talking about. I went to sign up and his thing said, hey, we're not accepting anybody anymore. So I was like, wow, I'm just stuck on these videos. But then I went back to the name of the Discord that the person sent me to see if it was the same. It wasn't the same, but they both had one word in their title of their business name, which was liquidity. And that was what I was missing. So I went ahead and joined that other group anyways. And that group just changed everything. They taught me everything. And I don't want to credit them with everything I've ever learned in the market, because each step was important. But this group itself taught me so much, right? And then I took a step further. I even got mentorship programs with the dude, and then I even went to some of his breakout sessions. I did all these things, of course, for myself to get better, as well as putting the work, time, and effort to get better. But I came from a situation of making a little money to making okay, that's cool. Like, I can do something with this. I didn't want to get too detailed in the details in the story, but I wanted to explain the journey that I went on to get to where I got to in trading. It wasn't the straight path of like, okay, you want to know how to trade? Boom, that's where I went. And I learned everything I need to know. Like, it's not like you're getting an actual degree in the sense of this school can give you it, this school can give you it, this school can give to it. And once you pass the test, you're there. Like, no. It's like this school might give you the math subject, but you're still missing science and English, and you might have to transfer to another school. And then once you get science and English, you're like, I need one more. It's like, I know how to speak English, I can do the math, I know the science, but I can't read, I can't put nothing together. Go to that reading class, right? And then when you're in that reading class, you have all the other schools and all the other history behind you. You just become this holistic trader. That's kind of like the journey I went on with trading. Of course, there's a lot more details that happen between the rows, a bump here, bump there, bump up there. But it was fun. It was fun. Like, especially now when you look back at it, you're like, bro, it wasn't even that bad. I mean, stuff happens, right? But when you look back, you're like, bro, okay, like, you good, like, you here, what you tripping for? Like, I don't know, that's just me. But I appreciate you watching the video. If I could get a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, you let me know. I'd appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, feel free to talk about where you are in your journey. Like, I genuinely like hearing these stories. Trading is something I genuinely like conversing about, simply because I feel like once you are in that field of work and stuff like that, you have a mind that most people don't have. And not to sound like they're better than anybody else or anything like that, but you do develop a certain mindset that is similar to other traders who trade the same way, or not the same way, but they're in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's everything I got. Y'all stay cool, y'all stay calm, y'all stay safe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.